and welcome to Jennifer Knatters Vlogmas 2021 Day 6. I'm a little confused as to what day it is because I didn't do very much over the weekend. I had my children home, and part of the time my husband Chris was home. He does work a fair bit on the weekends, so we don't always get to see him. I have made myself, I didn't like today's advent calendar tea, which is a rooibos blend, and I don't get on with rooibos. So I have some of my pumpkin spice syrup that I made earlier this year, late October. Still going strong. And is so yummy and delicious. I made a pumpkin loaf cake. Pumpkin bread, but it's like banana bread where it's really a cake. And then I used it had about 1/3 of a cup left in the tin of the pumpkin puree. So I made pumpkin spice syrup and it is delicious. I just used the recipe on the Starbucks website and then changed it completely. I think I used less sugar and more spices, and I had more pumpkin puree. I mean, I just used the pumpkin puree that I had. So basically I didn't do the recipe at all, but I did start with that, and then I knew I would want more spices and that it was going to be too sweet, and I had more pumpkin. So that's what I did. This is pretty much my only Christmas mug. I do have a Christmas knit, it's not a knit texture mug that I have as well, but it's not quite as big, so you don't get a nice warm cup of happiness. I hope you all had a good weekend and are having a good Christmas season. I did record a few things over the weekend. Nothing really came out. I finished. I obviously haven't woven the ends in yet, but I did finish both mitts with the foldy down cuffs so they can be extra warm. If it's out cold, you can fold them up, and then if you need your hands, you can fold them down. And what I tend to do is fold them up and then kind of pull my fingers inside if it's really cold, and that makes them kind of mitteny. But because I have children and they need me to do things with my hands for them, straight up mittens are not my best bet. Though I do hope to knit myself some mittens this year. I do hope, I do hope we're finally far enough along that I will be allowed, I just dropped one on the floor, to wear mittens and not just fingerless mitts. As you can see, it's a bit of a dreek day outside. Where am I pointing? Dreek day! It may or may not snow. It was kind of sleeting earlier. Ooh, there's sunshine kind of in front and over that way. So hopefully that means it'll clear up, because it was just kind of dreek all weekend. There was a big storm last week, I think it was. I've already forgotten everything. I am not a very together and with it bunny. But I didn't open any of my yarn advent calendars over the weekend, so I've got a couple of days to do there, and we'll be able to see the gradients progress nicely. And yeah, shall we get on with that then? Okay, I've got my Woolly Goodness Advent Calendar set up. I've got day 1, day 2, day 3. Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Shall come to thee, O Israel. Shall come to thee, O Israel. Time for the game of crafting. It started with a really dark pinky purple, a slightly more blended pinky purple, into a speckles with pinks and purples. And I'm sorry, I know this sound can be a bit weird. Moving into a dark and stormy blue. And a more evenly, almost petrol-y blue. And today, getting a bit lighter. Hello again. I have been trying to record things off and on all day today, and I am mostly just doing an absolutely terrible job. Like, I tried to do daily laundry and I realized I hit record. I didn't hit record, and then I did the bit, and then I hit record and put my phone down. So it's just like 10 minutes of my phone pointing at the floor. I don't know, my whole day is kind of going like that. And right now I'm not really feeling the Vlogmas love. I wasn't feeling it over the weekend, and I'm not feeling it today, and I don't know how much of that's because I got my period and how much is just I don't feel like I'm doing a good job and no one's watching, and I don't blame you because I'm not doing a good job at this. And I kind of want to keep going just to see if I can do it, and I also kind of want to just throw the towel in and quit today. So I think I'm going to probably should eat some, what time is it? I should probably eat some lunch because I didn't particularly have, I had a yogurt for breakfast and haven't really thought to eat. I'm doing really bad at eating because I kind of don't want to eat in case I cough too much and am sick, and I don't really enjoy that. But I will try to eat something, and I will knit on something soothing for a while, although I'm working on my love note and I've pulled it back a bit to make it a bit longer, but I really should pull it back further to stripe my yarns together, and I kind of don't want to do that. And I kind of think if I don't do it, I'm not going to love the finished object as much as I would if I did do it. It's kind of where I am with that. I should probably just put it in timeout, but I'm really close to having it done and I want to finish it so I can cast on a new jumper. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just knit on my blanket, my Marvelous Monthly Mini blanket that I've been working on off and on all year. The final color is supposed to come out early this month. I think Helen of Giddy Yarn said she was going to send it out at the beginning of the month rather than at the end of the month, so that she's done for Christmas and everybody gets it. And I could conceivably have this done by the new year, which would be really, really nice. So maybe I'll work on catching that up. But I also feel like I really want, my convertible mittens last year fell apart and I'm halfway, well, not quite halfway, but I've finished the shell of the first one and I need to do the lining and weave in ends and knit the second one. And then I will have my new convertible mittens. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is cold outside. And convertible mittens will be very useful if it is still the time of year, the time of my children's lives when I'm not allowed to actually wear proper mittens. And I feel like I have things I should be knitting for other people, but I'm having trouble thinking of what they are right now and finding enthusiasm for much of anything. So yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a downer, a bit of a sad Vlogmas episode, but I think it's just as important to record the I'm not feeling it and Christmas feels like work and everybody else seems to be having a wonderful time and I'm notness of it, because I think that's part of it's normal and other people are probably feeling that, although I very much doubt they're watching this. So yeah, solidarity for the just not feeling it people today. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you tomorrow.